How are you watu wangu? I hope mko poa. Naendelea vizuri. It's your safeguarding officer Jeff. Karibuni katika video siku ya leo. I think mmeweza kuona our thumbnail. And for today tunataka tu kuongelea kuhusu family and in particular issues to do with vile watoto wanapitia watu wakipart ways au wakiseparate. I think you guys have seen our thumbnail and today we are focusing on zeroing in familia ya Ezekiel and Rose. So, what is it nataka kuongea kuhusu siku ya leo? I think tumeweza kuona what has happened with this great family. Na Director J I think ameweza kuonesha what's been happening with Pastor Ezekiel tangu unfortunately Daniela akuja kama sidechick na aingilie ndani ya familia yao, issues pertaining madharau kwa bibi yake, kwa watoto, to a point that the wife moved out with the children. Daniela akakuja kwa nyumba, sidechick akaletwa kwa nyumba, and the whole thing went wrong. And of course kumekuwa na issue ya Rose amejaribu sana kama wanaweza kurudiana, and then of course Pastor Ezekiel was not listening. This whole sidechick Daniela thing was really gone deep into his mind. He was crazy about everything. Mpaka wanapanga harusi, in-laws wakaongeleshwa vibaya, mama yake, everybody. Kwa kanisa akafukuzwa. Things really went bad. So what we want to say today, sidechicks are going to destroy homes. They're going to destroy families. They are destroying relationships. They are destroying villages, nations, sidechicks. Because don't forget, guys, families are made up of father, mother, and children. And if one family, two families, three families are destroyed by sidechicks, that means a village is being destroyed. If a lot of villages are being destroyed, you're talking of a nation. This thing is a cycle. So be very careful of sidechicks and side guys. All right? They are not there for anything good for your family, for your relationship. Kazi yao ni kumilk. They want to milk what you have. They want to draw out. Wewe ni cash point yao. Na kama hauna kitu ambayo unaweza kunyonywa ama wanaweza kudraw from you any money, they will not spend 1 minute with you. They will be gone. Because side chicks is a side dish, is a side thing. It's never permanent. If you try to elevate them to that other level, they don't want. Because then watakuwa bibi ama bwana. And they cannot be in one place. They want to be with different people, different places. Right? Ezekiel. Kwa thumbnail yetu tumeandika reunion. Doesn't mean that Ezekiel and Rose are coming back together. But tunataka tu kusema ya kwamba I think myself, if I weigh in my brother Ezekiel, I think you are running too fast. You caused a lot of problems katika familia yako. Ulileta mambo mengi sana mabaya. Ulitukana bibi yako, ulikuwa unamuita ng'ombe. Ukamtukana kwa sababu alianguka miguu yakaumia. It was wrong. Uliongelesha in-laws vibaya. A lot of things happened because of a side chick that you brought to your own house. You really gone on the wrong side. Na ulifanya mbaya. I think not right now. Sasa kwa sababu hauko na Daniela, all of a sudden Rose has become a beauty queen. She's now a princess, an angel. You suddenly want your children haraka haraka. Unaongea kuhusu Christmas, nataka tuende tuwachukue shule nini, Christmas taisha. Hawa ni the same watoto wale ambaye 2 weeks ago ulisema you don't have children. Hauna watoto, huwataki Rose aende na wao. This Rose ni yule ulikuwa unaita ng'ombe not long ago. Kweli, you really did go on a road that you never thought you'd turn back. But tunakuelewa kwa sababu unajua kazi ya shetani sio mzuri, ni mbaya. And we thank God that probably you've come back to your senses and you found God again, because God can do all things. Sio kama sisi tuko limited wanadamu, but God can do wonders. Definitely he's working on you. So anyway, I think you should slow down. Personally, if you ask me, I can speak from a father because I'm a father. I can speak from a counselor perspective. I'm a qualified counselor. I can also speak as a safeguarding officer. I'm highly qualified as a safeguarding officer. I can also speak from a pastor's perspective because I happen to be one. I can also speak as a man because mimi na wewe tunaweza ongea man to man. So I think mimi ukiniuliza nitakwambia you are running too fast. What happened not long ago was too much. And sasa saa hizi unafaa kupitia few things. There's a few series of things that needs to happen. Unafaa kuendelea na therapy. You are doing very well. Kuna man of God anakusaidia hapo kufanya therapy, mnaenda mpaka ministry, prison, but continue with therapy. I think you are running too fast. Enda therapy kwanza, do what we call self-reflection. And it is important for you to take time to do research on you. Enda kwa kioo, jiangalie useme, Pastor Ezekiel, nilienda wapi wrong? As a man of God, where did I go wrong? As a husband, where did I go wrong? As a man, where did I go wrong? As a father, where did I go wrong? As an individual, what went wrong with me? Self-reflection, it's important. Simama kwa kioo ujiangalie useme, familia yangu ikirudi, how will I deal with this? But most importantly, I know maybe you've already made your amends with God na kila kitu, but tafadhali mpaka mambo ya ministry. Of course, kanisa walikuambia ukae side because of course whatever you are doing was not in line with the work of God, so they told you to stay aside, and it's the right thing. That's what we do. You know that. So mpaka hii mambo ya kanisa yote rudi. So mimi, what I would ask you to do, stop running. Relax. Kuna mtumishi wa Mungu anakusaidia. You have Director J there. Kuna be your pastor and your bishop. I believe you also have men that are there. The only one thing mimi naweza kuambia you stay away from is side chicks. People like Daniela, stay away from them. Na kwa sababu wewe just not long ago umeumizwa na a side chick, stay away from young girls because it is very easy for you to fall back into that temptation. So allow time. Time is a great healer. Endelea na therapy. Ukimaliza therapy, there's a second thing that you need to do. Wewe ukishamaliza Pastor Ezekiel, ujue sasa Pastor Ezekiel yako sawa. Kwa sawa kama Ezekiel, kama a man, kama bwana, kama baba, kama mchungaji. All those things, you must bring them back in line before you actually start saying you need your family back. The second thing that unafaa kufanya, ukimaliza your own therapy, your own research, your own input, sasa you will need to have what we call family therapy because your family fell apart. I don't know watoto wako ni wakubwa kiasi gani, but if your boys are, or if your children are in their teenage, if you have boys and girls that are in their teenage or close to that, you need to speak to them. There's a lot. So you need to go through what we call family therapy. You and Rose, you need to come and go through counseling or therapy so that you bring back what you once used to have. I mean, for goodness sake, when Director J found you, mlikuwa mnatoka kuombea a family. But wewe, you were still with Daniela, so you were just messing about. So anyway, you need to go back to where you first were wakati mlipendana na Rose. So family therapy is important because that is what is going to make your family be able to stand the test of time if storms were to rock you guys again. If you don't go through family counseling, family therapy, it's going to be very difficult. So after all, we shall work on you, then you need Rose, and if the children are big enough, then they also need their input. So your family therapy kiisha, you also need to speak to your children. You as a father, you speak to your children, maybe kama wako wakubwa, whatever they've gone through right now is what we call trauma. Trauma, umewapitisha watoto wako trauma mbaya. Manake ulianza ku mess about, ukaanza kufanya tabia zingine ambazo hazifai. You degraded yourself from a father to somebody that is now messing about on the streets with small girls. You know, compare Rose na Daniela, your children will see Daniela as their older sister. So it's wrong. Then you removed mama yao watoke kwa nyumba ile ambaye ni matrimonial bed, ukalete another side chick. They are going through bad trauma. Hufai. Saa hizi mtu anaweza kusema wewe you are a bad father. In safeguarding, here we say you did not safeguard your children. You have not thought about their well-being. Their welfare was not in your mind when you were thinking about side chick and kuwaleta nyumbani. You never thought about your children. Of course, unajua this then, they went out, you even unaongea kwa TV, and don't forget, internet never forgets. what Director J and other people wameweka kwa mtandao will never be removed. So hata kama watoto wako ni wadogo bado wakikomaa wataona. Na tulikuwa tunasema wewe you don't have watoto, you don't have them, you don't want them. So that is rejection and that is very bad. So itabidi ukae na watoto wako chini waongeleshe, waombe msamaha, you pray with them and you bring back the love. You have to bring it back because for me, especially kama ni wamefika age fulani, that love is lost. So, but beside that, you also need to continue working with, your bishop. Well, ulikuwa ni mtumishi, ulikuwa unaserve kanisani, sasa ulitengwa. So you need to work on that so that then when you're working with that, you are also doing your part. Another thing that you need, one thing that I may caution you as a man and as a father, sitakwambia kama counselor because counselor we don't tell people off, but hii naweza kuambia, na sitakwambia kama mtumishi wa Mungu, nitakwambia kama a man to man ama a father to a father, stay away from side chicks. Saa hizi manake business yako bado isijui iko town ya kuuza masimu na nini, you of course girls will be there, young girls will be there, wengine wanakuja kwa wamevaa vitu kama Daniela, small mini skirt or whatever short crop tops. Stay away from young women. Ezekiel, you've already been hurt, your family has been torn and shredded by girls. Stay away from them. Soon as ukianza kumingle again with, you are going to find another Alisa, another Njeri, or more, Atieno. It's easy. You've already been wounded by one. Stay away from them. Make sure you are with your wife there. It's very important. Stay close to your wife. Another thing, this is another nugget that I'll tell you. This one I'll tell you as a counselor. Then Ezekiel, what you saw in Daniela is in Rose. There's nothing that Daniela has that Rose doesn't have. The only kitu inaweza kuwa probably Daniela hajazaa. So some parts of her body, the chest inaweza kuwa haijaanguka na Rose maybe imeanguka kwa sababu amekunyonyesha watoto. But by the way, did you know hata ya wakati ukimwoa ilikuwa hazijaanguka? Ni watoto wako wamenyonya. So whatever Daniela has, Rose has. Whatever Daniela is wearing, Rose can wear. Saa hizi umeanza kusema hujawahi kumuona hivyo. You are finding her very attractive. Maybe I don't know kama umetumia jina sexy, but it's good to use. Just hata kama wewe ni pastor, you can use word sexy. Yes, you must find your wife sexy, and therefore peleka bibi yako kwa duka ununulie nguo kama hizo anavaa. Saa hizi unatuaibisha sisi wanaume, because kila mtu sasa anaanza kuona wewe, unaanza kutamani your wife, unaanza kusema vile anavaa vizuri. Guess what? Saa hizi anavalishwa na baba yake na mama yake. She's not at your house, you're not providing, you're not giving any money, but she's dressing nicely. Anatengeneza nywele, anatengeneza kucha, tunamwona ako kwa mtandao sasa, anafanya video zake na nini. She's doing very well, na ako kwa baba yake. Yetu wewe ulimtoa kwao na ukamleta kwao, ukuje ulete Daniela in her matrimonial bed. That was not right, Ezekiel. So if God gives you another chance, muweze kurudiana, kwa sababu this one is your wife that needs to call this shot, because honestly what you did justifies her to completely say she doesn't want you back. The Bible says if the bed must remain undefiled. Wacha niongee kama mtumishi wa Mungu. You know that the bed must remain undefiled. You defiled the bed, and actually you brought a side chick to her own matrimonial bed. Tafadhali kama ingekuwa ni huko nje. So anyway, your own wife, I pray that she will find it in her heart to want to bring this man, because as a safeguarding officer, we really say and we advise parents to remain intact, because wale watoto ambao wanalelewa na wazazi wawili, research has shown that they do better than wale ambao wamelelewa na mzazi mmoja. Hatusemi eti watoto wa single mother they can't do better, but it's research. It does say wale watoto ambao wako na mama na baba, they tend to do better. The number is higher that do better than wale ambao ni wayatima ama wale wako na mzazi mmoja. That's research. That's not us. We know God can do wonders, but it is important. So Rose, if I speak to you, God bless you. Thank you for moving the children from that home, because the children were continuing to suffer significant harm, and that is not right. So you did the right thing kuondoa watoto hapo, at least to keep them safe where they are. I pray that you will find it in your heart to think about your family, but most importantly, your relationship with God and your husband and your children. Hawa watu wengine, think about them after God guidance. But I think you guys are a good couple, and if it is meant to be, definitely we'll celebrate with you guys. Tunasimama na nyinyi katika maombi, but time is important that it be allowed so that healing can manifest within the family, and then things are going to work well. I think apart from that, ningeuliza tu men, tafadhali, wherever you are in Kenya and in Africa, stay away from side chicks. Side chicks will never help you in any way, form or shape, whether it's business or in your family. All they want is for them to go down. Side chick kazi yao inakuanga to milk you what they can milk from you and to draw out zile pesa uko nazo, wanazitoa kwa wewe. Ni cash point ama ng'ombe ya kuwa milked. Wakati maziwa na pesa zitaisha, hakuna kitu anaweza kunyonya na hakuna kitu anaweza kudraw kwa cash point, atakudrop quickly kama vile Stella drop Nyongesa. Check one of my videos there ambaye inaongea kuhusu side chicks. Check that video. A side chick or a side guy will drop you. Wakati hauna kitu ambaye utamsaidia naye, they will fly because they want to go to the next guy, they want to go to the next lady. Guys, nashukuru sana. I pray that muombee hizi familia so that zikae sawa sawa. Please ombeeni pia ya Albanas and Mama Gift, na so that Kamacha awaache warudiane na watengeneze familia yao. My prayer is that hakuna familia nyingine tutazipata kwa mtandao saizi zikipitia through such issues, because we have learned. Please, kama huja subscribe katika Safeguarding Watoto, that is what we do. We talk about families and children, keeping them safe, and this starts with our families. All right, tafadhali naomba usubscribe, share hii message, tia comment yako. Let us get to know. Kama unafikiria ni vizuri, time is already gone, Rose na Ezekiel warudiane, haraka. What do you think about what has transpired? Let us know. But until then, I remain Jeff, and I pray that you keep yourself safe and your family. Na tutaonana very soon in another video.